I'm Fred Rottnek. I'm Director of Community Medicine here in the Department of Family and Community Medicine at St. Louis U. I graduated from St. Louis U in '95. I taught in our affiliated residency program for a few years, and then I came back here on campus at St. Louis U in 2008. The mission of St. Louis University is actually something I think about quite a bit. And I always think about, are the activities and teaching that we do here consistent with the mission? And I try to narrow it down to the three topics of the pursuit of truth, service of humanity, and then living a life for the greater glory of God. The first two, I don't want to say quite are self-evident, but they make a lot of sense to a lot of people. I struggle once in a while with that idea of what does living a life to the greater glory of God mean. And I like the definition that Father Padberg had in a Mission Matters post this year, where he quoted, I believe, St. Irenaeus, who talked about living a life for the greater glory of God means man fully alive. I think that's a message that really not only resonates with me, but resonates with a lot of the students and residents and faculty I work with, that idea of being fully alive. And how do we describe that? And I feel that that's something we strive for here at St. Louis University. The mission of the university really allows me to pursue my real interests in medicine and in health. I often say that I don't love medicine, I love what I can do with it. And whether that means community service or whether it means helping students and residents understand what it means to be a fulfilled, content healthcare provider, the mission really helps me ask those questions. I can ask them, what does service mean to you? How does it inform your professional formation? How does it really color the type of professional that you hope to be when you graduate? And touching base on that idea of mission also helps me ask questions, promote critical reflection with our students, particularly in our interprofessional program and our service projects, where we can ask the students, think about these activities. Think about something that happened to you that caught your attention. Why was it important to you? And how does it inform your formation as a healthcare professional? At first, students may look at me a little bit funny, and I will say, you know, these are the kind of questions that I believe providers need to ask themselves in order to maintain their mission focus throughout their career. So learning those habits, those ways of questioning, those ways of asking those questions, those are the things that will sustain you throughout your career. One of the most exciting activities that we do every year is the Rodney M. Co. Distinction in Community Service Reception. What the Distinction in Community Service is a unique program here at St. Louis U. It was started in 1995, where students can graduate with an MD with a distinction in community service, named after a former chair of our department. That's a mentored 4-year program that first-year medical students apply to. And over the course of 4 years, those students work with a faculty physician mentor in our department who works with the student to gain a better understanding of their role in community, working with community-based organizations, finding ways to interact to further the role of the community and the mission of the community agency. The culmination of that program every year is a reception in which the then 4th-year students, soon to graduate, create a professional poster of their 4th-year project. And we have a short formal program there in which faculty, deans, students, family members, community agency representatives come, and we present the students, but then the majority of the reception is a poster session where the students present their posters while everybody kind of mills around and has a nice time with hors d'oeuvres and drinks. but it's an opportunity for the students to not only present their work, but to make connections with the mission of St. Louis University, because that reception really exemplifies what we hope to have a student graduate with as an alum of St. Louis U. What keeps me at SLU is the fact that I fit here. Whether I interview applicants for medical school or residents for residency or other faculty members, I'm always looking for a fit where people can flourish in this environment. I recently wrote an article for Health Progress, which is the journal of the Catholic Health Association, and I wrote in that article that St. Louis U is my parish and corrections medicine is my community. And that's only a little bit of an exaggeration or a metaphor, I guess, because I feel that my spirit is really sustained and cultivated here at St. Louis U, meeting like-minded people, people who are conscious of their role in educating, their role in the community, their relationships with others, striving towards better, moving forward with a purpose. And that's important to me because in my community, whether it be corrections medicine or my history of working with the homeless or other community-based projects, that can be hard work. But quite honestly, my clinical work at the jail and juvenile detention is nothing compared to the political work working with the county or the Byzantine hallways of academia. Working at the jail is pretty straightforward. I love that, and the questions I encounter there really complement the conversations I have on campus. I find there's a conduit that goes back and forth between the two, and being able to involve other faculty, other students, and our residents in my clinical work in corrections and in the community, whether it be the clinical work or my work with the Regional Health Commission or the Integrated Health Network, the back and forth really builds each other up. It informs our purpose of why we're working in the community informs my teaching to make it more relevant to the mission of St. Louis U and to the interests of those I teach.